We have people behind us that really stood for us. It just makes you proud. My name is Kevin, and I'm a photographer, videographer, and I live in Santa Clarita, California.
My name is Mary Thomas, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I am so happy and excited to see Kevin today. I think digging deeper into my family history will help me with my own personal identity and connection.
For me, taking this journey with Mary means a great deal.
It is so great to see you. I'm so happy to be here, super excited.
I'm excited too.
Kevin, Mary, welcome to Kentucky.
Hey.
You guys have any idea why you're here?
No clue.
None.
No clue? Well, guess what? I got clues, I got answers, and they're all inside. So come with me, come on. All right, Mary, I see you brought some items here with you to show me. Let me see what you got.
This is 4 generations of women. This is myself as a young child. This is my grandmother, my mother, and then my great-grandmother.
This is my Aunt Mignon. She was a community activist and community leader back in Salt Lake City. It's inspiring to have so many strong women in my life. Knowing more about where their lineage goes would be great.
Well, look here. I want to show you your family tree. We got your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and your second great-grandfather, Matthew Earl Smith. Researchers at our sponsor, Ancestry, found records revealing your third great-grandparents. This unlocks a whole new generation of your family that predates the Civil War.
Charlotte T. Piles.
Wow.
So check this out. I want to show you a census from 1860. This was Charlotte, and look where she was from.
Kentucky?
And that's where we are.
Now that Mary and Kevin know why they're in Kentucky, they dig further into records on the Piles to see if they can expand the family tree.
Look at all these household members.
They've uncovered an 1856 state census that shows some relatives living in Keokuk, Iowa.
Charlotta is mother's name.
That's a new generation.
Mary A., Emily, J.W., Francis Gordon.
Francis Gordon.
She's the only one that's not a Piles. And I also noticed that everyone that's listed has a B beside their name.
So they were labeled as B for black, and she's not. Francis Gordon is actually a white woman that was living with your family.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Mary, Kevin, I think it's time we head on out and see what else we can uncover about your amazing family history. I'd like you to meet Judge Graves, who's going to shed some light and show you how this all turned out.
Good to meet you.
And Mary.
Very nice to meet you.
Yes. How you doing?
Good to see you,
Good
sir.
to see you.
So Hugh Gordon was Francis Gordon's father, and there was documentation that he felt his daughter was against slavery and that she would free the enslaved people.
Kevin and Mary learned that while Francis Gordon wished to free the Piles family, her brothers and sisters did not. Throughout their lives, they fought against Francis.
There's 2 cases on file where they tried to contest the will, and they tried to deem Francis incompetent. So she had a fight on her hands. This is the minutes from the actual court case, and this is the judge that tried the case at that time. This is his notes and how he instructed the jurors.
Let's read those instructions from the judge.
If they believe that Francis Gordon is near 80 years of age and slightly crippled, yet if she so managed her property as to provide for herself and family, they ought to find for the defendant, and the defendant is Francis Gordon.
Not only did she win the case, but she defended herself. You guys got trailblazing women in your family and around your family.
We have people behind us that really stood for us and wanted to see us free. It just makes you proud.
I'm meeting Kevin and Mary in downtown Louisville, Kentucky, a launching place that propelled Charlotta and their family toward a life of freedom and a prosperous future.
So your family would have taken a steamboat just like this one from right here in Louisville, headed on over to the Mississippi, trying to get north.
That must have been a long trip.
Right.
Charlotta and Harry also had 2 sons-in-law named Cataline Walker and Joseph Kendricks. They were both enslaved and couldn't leave with the Piles, but Charlotta learned that their freedom could be purchased for $1,500 each, which was a hefty sum of money for anyone at that time. Charlotta Piles not only freed those 2 men, but she also became an anti-slavery activist. She befriended such notable people as Susan B. Anthony and Lucretia Mott, who were fighting for the rights of women to vote.
There must have been someone who heard Charlotta speak and was moved so much that they had to write about it. Check this out. Frederick Douglass' paper, a noble woman now traveling in the free states, soliciting and for the redemption of a part of her family from slavery. Read this stanza, and this is talking about the impact Charlotta made for this woman to write this poem. Check out that stanza right there.
One of these, his precious members, passive at the door. Sorry.
Saul, take your time, bro. You got it.
Can you read it?
Passeth at the door today with the brave heart of a mother, bearing up the shattered clay, black and poor, despised and lonely, for your pity come to pray. Thus disguised, it is the master that you lightly send away. That's deep.
The power this woman must have had when she was speaking, not only to raise that kind of money during this time, but to also impact people that they wrote poems about her.
Right. She cared for her family, but she touched the lives of so many other people. You read about these things in books. You read about people taking stances and doing things to stop slavery, and you never feel connected because you never see a direct link to yourself.
I want you guys to meet Charlotta Piles.
She has such strong features too, so.
Strong features. Just a strong person in general.
Right.
It's our family.
Yeah. I quickly and immediately saw a resemblance, and I was just speechless.
I am extremely proud to know that I am an extension of her.
Right.
So now we have to keep the same spirit going.
Yeah, definitely. When you gonna give your first speech?